Hello, you're watching Ellie from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I'm hosting a dinner party for some girlfriends at the weekend, and we always like to give each other a little favour. So I've chosen to give them a little chocolate fix, and I found a couple of little things that I thought they'd enjoy. And I'm making a little favour box for them. So it's just a little box inside a little sort of wrap over here, finished off with a bit of ribbon and a little sentiment on there. So let me show you how I made it. It's a really simple project that you can do quite quickly. If you've got a number of them to do, you'll find once you've done one, very quick. So I'm using the designer series paper, which is 12 by 12 and double-sided, and it's from the Friendly Hello set, which was free in the celebration. So as you can see, some really lovely designs, and they do use a lot of the in colours as well. So that's where my paper came from. So just put that to one side and bring in my trimmer. So I've chosen a piece of cardstock, which is the Fresh Freesia, which measures 3 inches by 6. I'm going to start by scoring, first of all, a 1/2 inch on this side. And I like to do the 1/2 inch measurement on this side here, because I can hold on to my card. And then I'm going to turn it round so that that 1/2 inch is on my left now. And I'm going to take my edge of my card up to 1.5 inches. And again, I'm going to score. Then I'm going to move along to 3.25 and 4.25 and score again. So it looks like this. So now you need to fold and burnish all those lines like so. And one more score line you need to make is putting it in portrait mode, and I'm going to score 1 inch. And then fold and burnish that one too. So then come in with your snips and cut up all of these lines at the bottom up to that score line. And then, as normal, we're going to cut a little wedge from each of these tabs. And that helps when we're making the box, it helps to just make the edges a bit nicer. Now this bit here we don't need, so just going to wedge that bit and that bit. So now we just bring in our Tombow multi-purpose glue, and we're just going to glue that edge over. So I'm just going to put my glue here, and fold that over. Get your bone folder and make sure you really press that area down to keep it nice and firm. Now I like to make sure that I let everything dry perfectly when I'm making up a box, because there's nothing worse than starting to stick it together and then you try and open it and it pings open. So just leave that to dry for a minute, and we'll take the piece of designer series paper. Now I've just used the whole length of this, which is 12 inches, and I've cut it at just just shy of 2 inches wide. And I'm using the tag topper punch. This particular one is retired, but there are others that are current at the moment, and they will all work with this. Just place it in there, push it up as far as it will go. If you want to make sure that you've got all the paper in, then turn the punch over so you can see, and you can just punch it that way instead. Okay. So pop it in like so. I can't work with it like that. I prefer to put it on my desk, but I can feel it's all the way up, so I've got no problem with that. And then we've got a matching edge at each end. Now I like to find the center of this simply by folding this in half, and I'm just going to make sure that's all lined up there and just fold that down to find the halfway mark. And then when I've done that, I'm just going to bring in my trimmer and I'm going to score 1/2 inch each side of that. So if I put that onto the 1/2 inch mark here and score, and then put it on the 1/2 inch mark on the other side and score, that will give me my 1 inch at the bottom. Okay, and then I can fold these pieces up like so, and I know that that's going to be exactly matching at the top. Let's see if this part's dry now. That's fine. So to make the bottom, I'm going to push my well, actually I'm going to push one of these in first, then the 2 sides, and then finally that piece. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue onto these tabs. Like so. And some glue on this bottom part as well. Turn it upside down, and I like to get my bone folder just to go back and forward here to make sure that I distribute that glue really evenly and make sure it's really stuck down well. So we'll just pop that to one side for a moment. So for my little greeting on the front, I've used one of my favourite die sets at the moment, which is Tasteful Label dies, and I've taken the one out that's a little bit like a banner. So it's this one here. I was going to say it's my favourite, but they're all really, really useful dies here. And I've taken the Fresh Freesia stamp pad to match our cardstock and the design in the middle. And then I've taken from the Artistically Inked stamp set, I've used this little Best Wishes. I really like the font on that. And I'm just going to stamp this on my little banner label like so. And then I find it easier to stick this on now while it's actually flat. Now you could use a dimensional for this if you like, but I'm just going to use my Tombow and keep this one flat. So that pops on the front there. And then we're just going to put our little box in the middle. So plenty of glue on here. And put it right in the middle where you've made those 2 fold lines. And I like to just hold it in front of me so that I can see I'm sticking it in the middle there on each side. And then I'm going to just flip it over and put some glue on the back as well. Sometimes it helps if you use your bone folder. So I'm not sticking the front bit down. Okay, this bit's going to be the part, so when you open the ribbon, this will drop down and they'll be able to see the chocolate gift in the middle. So I'm going to pop my little Kit Kat bunny in. And this one is a Ferrero Duplo. I've not tried this before. And I only bought 5 for my guests. I didn't buy one for myself. So then I've got this pale papaya ribbon, which matches the outside here. And if I feed this folded end through the front here, and then, whoops, through the back as well. Then I like to put my tweezers into the little loop I've made, pull one of my loops, one of my pieces of ribbon through, pull it up so that it meets, and then I like to tie this off. This ribbon, because this is only paper, if you don't tie it off, it will slide out. So I find if you do it like this, it keeps it nice and secure. So that's my favour, and I've actually made several others, which I will just bring in now. I just need a further piece of ribbon for that one, and then we're all ready to go. So that's my little chocolate fix favours for my dinner party friends. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and you can always adapt these sizes for different sort of favours that you happen to have. So I hope you give it a try. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And please, if you can share this with friends, that would be really appreciated. You will find a link to the Stamping Up digital catalogues in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. And I'd be very happy to help you with any products that you might like to purchase. You can also find a link to my online store in that description box. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.